The trailer for Scarlet and Violet recently dropped, and let me just say I am blown away. This trailer confirmed so much for the community in terms of what the themes of the games, legendaries, and more would be, and it gave us almost the perfect amount of information. If we would have gotten the name of the region, I would consider this a perfect trailer. Let's discuss the trailer and stick around to the end so I can talk about what I think the third legendary in this amazing trio will be. But I am way too excited to wait any longer, so let's get into this. Right off the bat, the quality of this trailer and game looks phenomenal. I am completely hyped for this artistic direction they have decided to go for here. I also can't keep going on about this trailer without talking about the star of the show, Pommy. This is Generation 9's Pikachu clone, and this may be the best one yet. It keeps its electric storing organs on its forepaws and rubs its cheeks to produce electricity. No surprise there. I am super excited to see if this thing evolves, and even if it doesn't, I am all in and will absolutely be using this in my first playthrough. Next in the trailer, we can see right here that we can play with up to 4 other players on our adventures. All I have to do is find 2 more friends and I can play it with 3 people at the same time. Super excited to explore this unnamed region with other people, as it will make this journey so much more memorable. We also get to see another new Pokemon in the tiny form of Smoliv, which is one of the best names Pokemon has ever created, second only to another Pokemon found in this trailer. This normal grass Pokemon is definitely going to evolve into something amazing. I can already feel it. He is a small and timid olive that shoots olive oil at opponents, and I think that is just delicious. I mean adorable. After that, we get introduced to what is possibly hands down the best name I have heard in Pokemon in a very long time, Lechonk. This little normal type pig that is 100% muscle, loves to eat, is scared of everything, and loved by everyone. That means we share 2 of 4 qualities, and I'll let you decide which 2 I'm talking about. After that, we see a Kid Natoros shirt that really makes me think we are getting a new form or evolution for our beloved Gen 1 Pokemon, Tauros. However, since the shirt looks like the head of a normal Tauros, I am going to bet that if we get anything, it's going to be an evolution, and I bet it will look amazing. Here's to hoping for a Minotaur. When we get to see the Pokemon Center here, we can see a section for the Pokemart, Poke-Center, and some mystery spot. Whether that will be the PC, something like Rotomi in Sword and Shield that offers jobs, or where you connect with online friends, only time will tell, but I'm super intrigued by this. I would also like to mention that yes, I have been keeping an eye on the ads happening above the Poke Centers, but all I have made out so far is Quillfish, Wingull, and Ice Cube. No new Pokemon that I can tell. The trading mechanic in this game is definitely very interesting, as it seems to either pull Pokemon across the world or through time and space itself, which is very fitting for this game. However, my main takeaway from this scene is that there will be pseudo-legendaries in this game available for everyone, at least Tyranitar and Salamence, which is awesome news for all of our playthroughs. My Fuecoco, Pommy, and Tyranitar will become best friends. Most important news of the whole trailer is that Venonat has made its return. It is finally back. After not being in a national deck since Gen 2, we finally get my purple Karibo boy back. Woo! It also seems that we may be getting a ground, grass, and fire gym in this game, as these gyms definitely seem to have those themes about them. However, since we don't know much about the gyms in this region, nothing is yet confirmed. Now let's get to the main event, the reason why you stuck around so long, the box art legendaries. But before that, I want to take this chance to say make sure and like this video and subscribe to the channel. We do lots of Pokemon theories, discussions, and coverage, and I would love for you to join me on my adventures. Back to the action though, these legendaries hit the nail on the head. Both of these Pokemon look so good, and choosing between them is going to be absolutely brutal. We don't know an awful lot about these Pokemon, but we do know that this majestic beast here is called Koraidon, and this futuristic beauty is called Miraidon. These 2 definitely seem to confirm the suspicion that the legendaries were going to be dragon fighting and dragon electric, which I am totally down for, being the dragon master that I am. However, we also know that when it comes to Pokemon, there is very rarely ever only 2 legendaries in a group. So let's predict what we can for a third legendary. It is easy to tell that Koraidon is meant to be an homage to the past, a nod to older traditions and ancient practices. It is also easy to look into Miraidon's pixelated eyes and see that he is the embodiment of the future. And if you couldn't tell just by looking at these dragons, then look at their names. Now, I am no expert in the Japanese language, definitely still learning and taking baby steps, but from my understanding, Kurai can mean the past while Mirai can mean the future. Therefore, both of them have past and future in their names. If we continue with this trend, we may be able to even guess the name of the next legendary Pokemon, or at least part of the name. The word for present is Genzai, and if the third legendary follows the same naming format as the other two Pokemon, then the next legendary could very well be named Genzaidon. The next point I want to make is that these Pokemon are also obviously taking inspirations from modes of transportation. Koraidon looks to be a creature that can utilize the wheel on its chest to maneuver around land, and Miraidon looks to be a creature that can hover and travel effectively in the air. Not to mention the fact that Rhydon is right there in their names. So if we have land travel and air travel, I think there is only one more domain that seems to be missing: water travel. I think it is very likely that we will get a Dragon Water legendary to cap off this trio, if they decide to stick to the theme of past becoming present becoming future, and this idea of transportation themes. However, there is another possibility, but this will also land us with a similar typing. One thing we know for certain about this game is that time travel or time era differences play a major part in the story of this generation. I am sure that many of you have heard the expression that time flows. And let me tell you what else flows: water. I think that if we see them break with the theme of transportation, we will see them go the Generation 3 route where the other two legendaries have a trio master that oversees them. This master would be the dividing line between Koraidon and Miraidon, a Pokemon that sees over them in their respective timelines in the past and the future and attempts to keep them in their respective timelines. I think the reason why we never see the two side by side in the trailer and why we keep seeing them over a split screen is that these Pokemon are standing in the same place at different times on this rocky mountain outcropping covered by water. Water that holds the legendary that keeps Koraidon and Miraidon in the correct timeline and is a master over the other two legendaries. I think we will see the timeline of these three legendaries play a major part in the upcoming games, especially if the third legendary fails at its task. But what did you think about the trailer and the legendaries? Do you think we will see an amazing third legendary for this game? Do you think Pawmi is quite possibly the cutest thing you've ever seen? I agree. Let me know though down in the comments. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel, and thank you all so much for watching. If you liked this video, then check out this one where I discuss what gyms may look like in Generation 9. But that will do it for us today, and I will catch you next time when the adventure continues.